On this video, guys, I'm going to analyze the recent situation of the market and of course of Kaspa and Bitcoin, because we had yesterday a big capitulation in the altcoins. We had further bigger drop on Kaspa. We had some daily confirmations of the candle, some breakdowns to the downside, and I'm gonna speak the goods and the bads for this recent condition. And of course, I will give you an update on Bitcoin again to remind you what I'm expecting and also how the smart money are acting now on Kaspa. So sit back, relax, smash the like button, destroy the like button, and also, guys, subscribe to my channel not only to support Chris but also to push the word Kaspa into as many people as possible. And without losing more time, let's begin with the most important thing, that it's not that only Kaspa dropped. It's not that only Kaspa now looks bad from a TA side. Every project that you're gonna catch, the TA looks bad. Every altcoin. You should realize that. Don't focus on for Kaspa. It's Tau bad, it's Solana bad, it's XRP bad, it's every single altcoin, it's looking bad from a TA side. It's this last bear trap that I believe is playing out now before the rallies will happen. When will happen, we don't know. I'm gonna show you also the TA, what I'm expecting, and if there is another leg down in the plan. But initially, I will show you the Bitcoin, where you can see clearly that we are still in the box, in the orange box that I told you, where I believe we will consolidate. If we can drop down, we can go up, we can move sideways and deal a breakout. And even we can move sideways and deal the FOMC meeting for the breakout. Many people believe that we can break very soon, like in the upcoming 1 to 2 weeks, we can have a breakout of $101,000, not just a positive move to the upside, but a breakout and move higher. You should be aware of that. We should be aware of that. Anything can happen. Literally now the market is very unpredictable. I'm just analyzing with you what it can play out. I don't see a breakdown below $91,500 for the Bitcoin without see any fundamental bad news. According to the recent data that we got, we are about to hold at $91,500, even if we're going to have some manipulation from the market makers, wells, institutions, whatever, to create further bigger disbelief. We won't drop, I believe. I give massive probabilities into that scenario that we're going to remain inside of this orange box until the next break up. When the breakup will happen, we don't know. From a period of couple days up to couple weeks, or up to the next FOMC meeting that is going to take place on March. And if I don't make a mistake, by the end days of March. Anyway, now for Kaspa, let's go to see what's going on. I'm going to show you some charts weekly and daily to pay attention. Yesterday, I told you that it's very important to hold the 9.3 cents support, that it was actually a previous very strong resistance. You see here that we also retested that sometimes and we bounced. Unfortunately, guys, we broke that to the downside, and that's why Kaspa had further bigger drop and a confirmation that the situation now it's looking bearish. But today, you see, we went up. People bought, and probably big and smart money buy now a lot. And I have here a proof that the wallet number 5 yesterday on these ridiculous cheap prices of 8 cents, actually the wallet number 5 bought 7.3 million Kaspa coins. I believe it's an exchange with the way that they buy a lot, and that's what's happening now. Fish actually are panicking and selling, are being also terrified by some influencers that for some reason out of nowhere are coming out and speak bad for Kaspa only, and they try to play the smarts, like, oh, have sold at 14 cents, and now I have actually sold my rest Kaspa and stuff like that. Ridiculous things. The time that Kaspa was at this area at December, first days of December at 18 cents, no one was saying that he sold Kaspa. Now suddenly everyone flipped berries and everyone has sold Kaspa at 15, 16 cents or whatever price. Ridiculous things. Of course, only the time that it's dropping and has a massive correction, at that time only they come out with how well they have sold or shorted or whatever. Anyway, this kind of crash didn't happen only for Kaspa. I say that again, it's important to realize that it happened for every altcoin. You shouldn't pay that much attention on Kaspa. Every altcoin had the same bloodbath. Do you realize that? But also Kaspa had this bloodbath and had also massive FUD and still holds better than the most altcoins out there. Some other projects maybe held a little bit better than Kaspa, but they didn't have the same kind of FUD by the same influencers that they were promoting the same project months before. So it's reasonable, okay? Like the recent crash on Kaspa was reasonable. Now for the future of Kaspa. Guys, I would like to show you that in the daily time frame, you see Kaspa being in an oversold position, which means that everyone probably who was going to sell sold. And from here, we are about to have some buying pressure. Like every fish retail investor that was going to sell sold. Okay, like now some people are selling because they believe that 5 cents is imminent and we will drop back 5 cents, and they do now the biggest mistake in their lives. They try to play the traders and they're about to get wrecked because there's a massive probability to do not touch the 5 cents. And even if we're going to touch that, I doubt if they're going to be so brave to buy back at 5 cents and not wait for lower. It's the whole mindset broken, so it's very hard to be that accurate with your trade. Anyway, now for Kaspa, smart money are loading up on this kind of bearish situation. And I'm going to do an out zoom and I'm going to tell you how I believe Kaspa will actually move from here in the upcoming weeks. Guys, the most important thing here is to see how Kaspa will close the weekly candle. There is a probability, as you see, we have a Fibonacci support level, important level, the 0.618. That is also, by the way, a very strong weekly support. It's 9.9 cents area, 10 cents area, it's this area here, approximately. And if you pay attention, it was a very major, strong support for Kaspa, weekly support for Kaspa for all the previous months, like for 15 months straight or even more. It was a very, very significant support. And that's the critical support here. If we will see until Sunday a recovery, and we're going to close this weekly candle above this red line that you see here, that's going to be bullish for the imminent short term. If we're going to close the weekly candle inside of this box, blue box, like within 9.9 cents area and 6.7 cents area, maybe the upcoming weeks we're going to consolidate here until the FOMC meeting. That's how I see the situation. We can have ups, we can have downs, we can have ups, we can have downs, of course, alongside with the Bitcoin, like if Bitcoin gonna move the same way. So we wait to see how the market will react, if Bitcoin gonna have some positive upside move, and altcoin is gonna follow as well, and we're gonna close the weekly candle above this red support that now is a resistance for us. That's going to be very positive for the imminent short term. Otherwise, I can see a sideways move until March, until the FOMC meeting. Okay. And lastly, the question is a potential scenario, in such a scenario of a consolidation phase, to drop further back to 6.7 cents. That is the next support of this Fibonacci level. There is a small probability to have one more shakeout to this support level. Should you trade it and sell all your Kaspa just in the case you're gonna see that kind of drop? No, it's super risky. If it's gonna happen, you should load up more. This situation, I say that again, it's not happening only on Kaspa. It's happening in every altcoin. Okay, so that's where I believe that Kaspa will move. I don't give probabilities for the 5.2 cents area, especially now that everyone is expecting that 5 cents is about to happen. As you see here is the previous very strong resistance that now it's a very strong support that everyone is expecting. I don't see this scenario to play out. I give it like 2-3% probabilities, because in crypto everything is possible and everything is unexpectable. No one was waiting this kind of altcoin crash on these levels. Market makers actually played perfectly the game to manipulate the retail investors and absorb actually the money of the retail investors into the market. So that's what's going on. I'm very bullish and optimistic about the altcoin season. All the big institutions are loading up Ethereum, and we have plenty of witnesses that the focus mostly now it's on Ethereum. So I believe Q3, Q4, we are about to have the peak of the altcoin season. So maybe Bitcoin will peak earlier than that, and the ultimate peak of the altcoins will happen Q3, Q4. Watch my previous videos to understand why I believe that this is possible, because I have explained that many times. And that's the update for today. All you have to do, guys, now is to load up. Nothing else. If it's gonna drop lower, buy again. Cash flow is important to DCA in every single dip. And once the market will recover, you're about to have massive gains. The FUD on Kaspa can flip into massive, incredible FOMO in just a couple days. And all of the big things that we expect for are ahead of us. 10 BPS by the end of April, Binance listing, OKX listing, Crypto.com listing, and of course, smart contracts, stable coins, and all of these things are going to happen very soon. And now it's your opportunity to load up as much as possible, regardless the price, I can say. If your bags haven't been packed very well, regardless the Kaspa price, of course, until Kaspa breaks the 20 cents area, 15 cents area, and stay above that, every single week or every single month, depends your cash flow, you should invest on Kaspa. It's not financial advice. This is what I would do if I were you. After Bitcoin, the strongest fundamental project on the crypto space is Kaspa. There is no second one. The third is Tau. Tau and Kaspa, I would say, blindly. So that's where I will close this video, guys. Also, don't forget to store your Kaspa with self-custody. A cold wallet is a must needed, and I recommend you Tazem wallet. I believe is the best for Kaspa. Not exchanges, not hot wallets. It's super risky one day to wake up and you won't have access anymore to your Kaspa. So guys, please use a cold wallet. And if you're gonna decide to go with Tazem, and you're gonna go through the link that you're gonna find in my description or in the pinned comment, you're going to be on this page where I recommend you to go with a 3-card set. Safety is your priority here. And in the promo code section, guys, right, CryptoChris, Chris with Y, not with I, to grab 10% off in your order. Click the payment method of your preference, click order, and sleep safe at night. And for the people who would like to buy their next purchase, the next Kaspa bag, guys, go through my links, Maxi or Bybit, sign up, deposit, and all of these things. And depends your deposit, you can have up to 8,000 USDT bonus on Maxi and up to $30,000 bonus on Bybit. It's free money, so why not? And this is where I will close this video, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate you for every like and every comment. I will see you all in my next video. Until my next video, Chris is out. Bye.